my honor to welcome the Prime Minister back to Camp David. I look forward to talking to our friend about how to keep the peace.
The point that I would emphasize to you is that the threat from Saddam Hussein and weapons of mass destruction, chemical, biological, potentially nuclear weapons capability, that threat is real.
We will stand up for what we know to be right, to show that we will confront the tyrannies and dictatorships and terrorists who put our way of life at risk.
I'm aware, of course, that people are going to have to take elements of this on the good faith of our intelligence services. The intelligence picture they paint is one accumulated over the last 4 years. It is extensive, detailed, and authoritative. It concludes that Iraq has chemical and biological weapons, that Saddam has continued to produce them, that he has existing and active military plans for the use of chemical and biological weapons, which could be activated within 45 minutes.
They couldn't find any weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. The allegations which were raised by Blair, Doucet, and by the Americans are baseless.
Neither the international community nor the British public is persuaded that there is an urgent and compelling reason for this military action in Iraq. The threshold for war should always be high. None of us can predict the death toll of civilians from the forthcoming bombardment of Iraq.
No, no, no! Bush!
I gave the order for British forces to take part in military action in Iraq. Tonight, British servicemen and women are engaged from air, land and sea. Their mission? To remove Saddam Hussein from power and disarm Iraq of its weapons of mass destruction.
When you told Parliament that the intelligence was extensive, detailed and authoritative, that wasn't true, was it?
No, it was true. There was no doubt about...
It wasn't extensive, it wasn't detailed and it wasn't authoritative.
I'm sorry, it was.
We have concluded that the UK chose to join the invasion of Iraq before the peaceful options for disarmament had been exhausted. Military action at that time was not a last resort. We have also concluded that the judgments about the severity of the threat posed by Iraq's weapons of mass destruction, WMD, were presented with a certainty that was not justified.
You can go back over all the issues to do with weapons of mass destruction and so on, but if you ask the basic question, is the world better off without Saddam than with them, then I think the answer is pretty clear.
Front! I used to do it every time to the outside. Face front!
Are you a war criminal?
Of course I don't believe that. But
Why are they calling you one?
Ryan, you know why they are. I apologize for the fact that the intelligence we received was wrong.
For all of this, I express more sorrow, regret, and apology than you may ever know or can believe.